Hello Sagittarius, and welcome back to my channel. This is Psychic Medium Raymond Guzman, and this is your monthly horoscope video for the sign, again, of Sagittarius for the month of March 2018. Now, for those of you that are tuning into my channel as new subscribers, or you just are new to my channel in general, I want to start off my video on a personal note. So first and foremost, I will say thank you so much for being here. I appreciate your support. All of my videos, I write monthly horoscope videos and weekly horoscope videos, and they're all written with love and with personal touch, and they're all general, intuitively based readings. So these are not specific or detailed private readings that you would get when I focus on your soul or your energy. These are more general based. And so the reason that I'm explaining this to you, and you may be like, well, why are you going off on a tangent and explaining this? The reason I'm explaining is because a lot of people on my channel sometimes message me and they ask me, you know, why didn't your horoscope resonate with me? Or it just didn't make sense for me, or this part did make sense for me, but the rest of your horoscope didn't. And the reason for that is because, again, there's no way for me to write one horoscope video for thousands or millions of you out there that would be under the sign of Sagittarius. It's just impossible. That's not something that's going to happen, because everyone is on different, you know, has different variables, is experiencing different things in their life. So this would be the reason why. And if, you know, a good example is that if you read your own online horoscopes, or you read your horoscopes in your newspaper, you're going to notice that they're not going to always resonate with you. Some days they may make some sense, and then some days you're like, you know, this doesn't make any sense to me. So just keep an open mind, and if it doesn't resonate with you, that's fine. There's always next month. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into your horoscope and see what's in store for the month of March. Now, for you Sagittarius, the beginning of the month, it's going to be starting on something that's maybe was lingering from the month of February, and this is centered around your relationships and your love life. So a lot of you that are in relationships that have been very painful, very hurtful, you could be already in the midst of divorce. For those of you that are married and or have been separated for some time, you now want to kind of like go on and really rebuild your life, start again new. You're open to new love, and so the only way that you can do that is through closure. So a lot of you could be going through some type of divorce, a separation at the beginning of this month. It could be very much to the forefront. For those of you that are involved in some kind of legal matter with this, you could be finding that there's paperwork that's being drawn up, that you are having to go to court to meet with this. There's child support if there's children involved. So there's a lot of different aspects right now around your relationship, and specifically around divorce and separation. It's something that's not really happy to talk about. I know that maybe mentioning this to you, and for those of you that this may apply to, you know, it may be something that's a little painful to discuss, or even kind of wrap your head around it, because you've been through so much. And typically most divorces and separations don't end very well. You know, some, you know, people are amicable and they, you know, are still good friends after it, but a lot of it is bitter. A lot of it is like, you know, aggressive, and you feel like you're being attacked. So if you're going through that, this is going to be a good month, because you could be going through what we call psychic attack. Basically, if the person has psychic abilities, your partner that you are separating from, the thoughts and energies that they put towards you could be like a psychic attack, and it can cause physical symptoms like you not feeling good, feeling your blood pressure going up. You could be feeling sick. You could be having nightmares. A lot of this, you really don't understand that it can affect you in different ways, emotionally and psychologically. So if you're going through something similar, and you know this person that you were with maybe had intuitive abilities, this could be if it's a male or female, or if you're a male and female, you know, someone in your life that you were, you know, that this could apply to. You really need to work with some crystals, saging your space, you know, really wearing some protective metals. If you're more religious into that, I always highly suggest the Saint Benedictine metal, as well as a crucifix or a cross. You know, those are two good things to really wear. But for myself, I always wear the blessed metal. It is the Mary metal of Mary. I wear that, and the Saint Benedictine metal, and it's very much metals that protect you. And even if you're not into religion, you know, kind of explore, be open into these metals. They are powerful, but you know, you could also be using crystals. I like to wear a lot of protective crystals. You yourself could be finding that a moonstone is good for you if you you know, are more in tune with the moon. You could be finding that there are other crystals like labradorite that you could be working with. So I just wanted to take some time to mention a couple of crystals in this video that, you know, you could find that really work for you, especially if you are dealing with this kind of situation that I mentioned about separation, things that are not going very well. But you ultimately have to find your own crystal that resonates with you. Let's see here. And then later in the month, as you get into the middle of the month, you need to really focus on your life, especially around your career, what you're settling for. As a lot of you have settled for less than what you deserve. This could translate into the jobs that you are in right now. They are not paying you half as much as other people in other jobs that do the same kind of work as you are getting compensated for. And this is something that you could really be aware of and really already know, but you just, you know, become comfortable where you're at, so you really don't want to leave your work. And a lot of times, you know, then you kind of feel negative about it later on, and you're like, you know, well, what if I would have left this job and I would have worked in this other job and earned more, but, you know, would you have been happy? So a lot of you will need to take risks right now to really feel more happy throughout the remaining of the year with your work life where that is concerned. And a lot of you could be holding on to fear or insecurities and not want to leave something that you feel more comfortable with, because you know you've been there so long, and maybe you know, you have your friends there and you just feel comfortable and you don't want to do that. But at the same time, your finances, where you're getting paid, your paycheck, your hourly wage, or your salary, you're not feeling very happy about that, because again, even though one part of your work makes you happy, the other part, you know, the paycheck that you take home essentially is not making you happy. So you have some decisions that you have to deal with this month around that. Also, towards the end of the month, you're going to be noticing there's a lot more focus on your health. If you've been feeling sick, maybe you've gotten the flu, your immune system is not too good, you're not getting enough sleep. These are things that you really need to focus on. And a lot of times when we're so bogged down by our work and different things that are happening in our life, we don't really want to focus on that. So we tend to shift our thinking, you know, to just work and our relationships, and we don't really pay attention to our body. So your body is going to be speaking to you and giving you signals. Any pains, you know, nausea, things that you're not feeling well, you go into a doctor, you know, have yourself checked out if you're not feeling well. Kind of, you know, if you're more on the holistic side, try to, you know, take some herbs, herbal teas, you know, do what you feel is best for you. But ultimately, the key message is that you will feel stronger and better once you pay attention to your health. And that is the main focal point for this month of March. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. I love and appreciate y'all and your support. For those of you that are seeking a private reading with me after this video, if you feel like you want one, you can go to my website, and that link is listed below. And throughout the whole month of February, I have a sale on all of my readings. So at the end of February, on February 28th, the sale ends, and basically that's the last day. So for those of you that are tuning in through the month of February, you are in luck. So I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Have an amazing month ahead, and blessings and love and light to all of you.